I'm open mind, state of mind is to keep a peace of mind. I'm like Malcolm with my piece at the Venetian blinds. I'm trying to manifest some things in my subconscious mind that I have only seen in dreams in my unconscious mind. My dreams unrefined, spring to mind, a state of mind that make it seem this lucky life of mine is pre-designed. And if it is, then thank the Lord, cause that's the mastermind. Yes, Lord.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12 and beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Well, this defense for the Rams, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Murray. He'll air this one out for Kirk. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, 77 yards. And the Cardinals on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long. Go get it, big man.
And the final tally, as told by Next Gen Stats, he hit 21.5 miles per hour. Whoa.
Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And this is taken in by the tight end, Bryson Hopkins. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Flush to his right. It's caught. Beckham. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. This is caught. Touchdown. Cam Akers, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measure. It got his man complete, and he takes it all the way down to the 32. A huge play there for Arizona. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray eluding the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. That last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. To throw is Murray. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. And
he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A big play that time on the catch and run. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Here's 2nd and 10.
320. 320.
Play action. Stafford. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Stafford's throw pulled in by Hopkins. Gave a glimpse of his power that time, and then brought down at the 30. 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 18.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
These two teams all tied after one. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Flushed out right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Throwing is Stafford. Steps away to his left. Throw left side, complete to Cup. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 2nd and goal, Stafford. He's got it. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. J.J. Watt able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but
now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Credit the sack to Von Miller. 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. That's taken on the 25. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. But these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string. Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
38-yard line.
To the air again, Stafford. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. To throw is Stafford. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Good strong throw and catch right there, and so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, Stafford here. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, it's caught by OBJ. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things...
And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. Flush to his right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Shotgun now from Murray. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. This is caught, it's Woods. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Woods. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Woods. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Stafford looks to throw again. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. Fourth touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he returns this to the 22. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position back.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play there for Arizona. Well, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team. After the interception, here's Stafford. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On 1st and 10, Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Play action. Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 34-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to...
And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And the Rams add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Pulls it in at the 13. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Murray off play action. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Murray now. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Rams will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. 42, the kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini-losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Play action. Now it's Murray. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them. Gets big.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. Zach Ertz has it complete. Cardinals. Zach Ertz, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Prater for the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
42, Cardinals 14. Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They'll fake the give. Now, and he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Hassan Reddick, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back to the ground on 1st down, Edmonds. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On 1st down, Edmonds. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for LA, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1.